welcome to stream. We're gonna prepare our decks in a second with no delay. We're gonna watch Dr. Traffic game. This is a game that we had yesterday. We were trying different builds, and I suspect yellow-purple is going to make a presence. It's going to make its presence known. Yellow-purple is a combo that we were really looking seriously into. We chose to go with green-yellow, and purple has two. I'm sorry, green-purple and yellow-red is what we've chosen to do. And there's a huge, I would say, power disparity.
Do you know what it's like? Let's take a look. Everything is screaming.
Meow. So wish that God would bless this tournament, that people would have fun, and we'd see a lot of cool decks. I'm expecting a lot of cool decks. So this deck is built off milling. Our opponent's deck is built off milling people. He actually played a statue onto our side to activate Rebellion Safe House. If your opponent has fewer minions in play, if you have less units than your opponent, you start drawing cards. And then they use Slant Stone. If you have less minions or units than your opponent, you start putting cards from the top of the deck to end a turn to the grave. So he actually threw away these 2 cards from the deck. So the deck is built off stalling. It's not built off killing. So they actually kill units, but they don't really try to find the lethal. We're both on the healing game plan, so we both have the healing power. And we actually both have Rebellion Safe House. So we're actually both drawing cards. We draw cards if the opponent has less cards than us. He messed up right here. This is a critical error. Bob Bonsai has Lurker. He actually used his 2 flags of the resistance to buff this 3/2, and he's using it has Slayer. So he was thinking to kill my Bob Vaquero. Because this card, every time I play use its ability, it draws a random card and shoots a target. I'm trying to do 6 damage to kill the Slant Stone. And because it has Lurker, it's actually being defended by this 1/2. So, actually, this card was supposed to be placed here, on this tile to enter here, so that's why he's doing the emote of, oh no. Oh no. But Dr. Traffic has been a very tough opponent. So he decided to use Blight, and we're like laughing because, of course, we know that this guy would have been dead. And since he's not dead, and what's even funnier is because he didn't trade into my creature, well, actually, there's no way he'd mill, because he buffed his thing into like a 4/3, so 4/3 can't kill level 1. So we're just going to use this card. It's a card advantage card. Every time you use this ability, I just dealt 3 damage, drew a card off the top. I think I didn't play exactly perfectly well. We're shuffling, can't even attack, using Oak of Dodana to protect. And our Orbital Jamming Satellite is becoming stronger and stronger. We have lots of charges. It's going to be critical to winning this match. Hoping we have enough time to watch a couple replays. So he just mills more cards off the top. We shoot him again. We got dealt 7. We did 7 damage. So Bob is a little bit of a YOLO. He's quite strong. That was a decision to mill and heal. We silence this creature so he can't get card draw, but I don't think. So here we're being protected, and Bob is just popping off. So he'd be dead, right? But he's already drawn 2 cards. Now it's 3rd card. We're trying to do 4 damage, but we only do 3 damage, so we didn't pop off and get what we wanted. We silence it because we're just using the charges, working with it. Now the problem is we're kind of playing into his game plan because we always have more creatures than him because we're spawning snakes, and so his ability is doing something. He has so few cards that my ability is not really doing anything. He's giving me a sword every 5 turns. But he's completely out of cards, and the best card he can use is Balance. He found Spirit Away, which allows him to just remove Tangle Skin right there, easy. So he's hoping for balance, and we know what's kind of in his deck. So if he has balance, it means he can draw one card for every card in his deck. We pull our Strigoi. This is actually the reason why we play snakes. This creature says sacrifice a creature, and then gain immortal. Can't be destroyed. But he just put on top deck Spirit Away, so it just easily shuffles it back in my deck. It's a 0/3. And the whole point is these things spawn snakes. You sacrifice them non-stop, and then you can gain a bunch of life because that is life tap. Now we're kind of playing a little bit conservative, and when I say conservative, potentially wrong, because we're like holding back on our big cards and we're developing our slower cards. But that turned out to be okay because he just played perfect grade, one of the best cards in the game. And we have the answer Gigantomachia and Misanthropia, so we chose the weaker of the two answers, which turns out to be the right decision. Misanthropia, we can stall him out with the snakes, but what happens is we can also draw, because 6 plus 5 is 11, but 5 plus 5 is 10, so we could actually play 2 5s, draw, and then deal damage. Now, he has the answer to Misanthropia. He has this creature called Harpy 1. He can remove Blight, so he can restore a unit, transform it back to its original form. And so, we're taking damage, but we have a good answer. We have Gigantomachia. So Gigantomachia banishes 2 creatures that have 6 HP or more, 4 HP or more. So he put his other slant stone down and a second slant stone, so now we're getting milled 2 cards per turn. So he conveniently left room right here. So now I have a 12/12 Sapo, destroy a creature here. A lot of the cards are shine in this match. And then he's playing Rope-a-Dope. He used Blight, uses this creature. This creature can move any creature to the opposing lane and stun it, and cause difficulty, and I'm like, nah, man, because he's just trying to stall you out. I have 8 cards left in deck. But I can actually silence my own creature. Or actually clear the damage, silence my own creature, push 5 damage. Push more damage on the left. We're gonna try one. There's 1 HP on that slant stone, and he got a second slant stone, which is pretty scary because now when he has balance, he just drew 5 cards. I have 5 cards, 1 card for every card in my hand. So he just drew 5 cards, and I'm like, nah, man. It's about to go pretty soon. So I'm just gonna let this match fast forward and then make some deck adjustments. It's a really good game. We draw. He has 10 life, but he got saved by Log. Log basically says, if you would take lethal damage, stop it and it's your turn. I have 0 cards in hand in decklet now. He just healed. And so I'm actually no more cards in deck. I'm starting to take damage. So he actually has a card that steals cards from my deck, from my grave. Copy a card from your grave. I actually have to get rid of these now. I gotta make changes. So the choice to play this card was colored by the fact that I realized he could steal Gigantomachia, banish everything from my deck. And we got the lead for it. I think one of my decks really needs a little bit of a tweak, but I... Alright, we have got a timer at 7 minutes remaining. If you do... I have 3 cards in my deck that may just totally be wrong. Like Shroud of the Pit, Bellavode, and Unforgivable Crossing are 3 cards that do not even see play. I don't know if I should really be playing these cards. Everything is streaming. Yeah. Like if I wanted to be a little bit more competitive, Spirit Away would probably be better. Yeah, I think Spirit Away is more competitive. Oh, unfortunate. That'd have been funny. But I want to put more green in. Unforgivable Crossing's not very competitive either. It's like really random. And those cards might be completely wrong. Or Documentarian is kind of good. Five-Gate Spirit and Balance is already pretty good late game. I'm with you. I mean, these are pretty good cards. I haven't really tested it. So throwing him into your deck last minute is a little bit of a risk. Trader's Murmur is kind of a problem against this deck. I'm with you.
Everyone's got a story to tell. Sometimes you see heaven, sometimes you see hell. This life ain't easy, believe me. Hard times come, at times they need me. Sometimes they leave me, but I made my way through this battle. Saddled up, never throwing the towel. It's okay to be anxious. It's okay that we're not perfect. It's okay that I'm broken, coping through this life. I know that it's worth it. My Savior's hand is lifting me, uplifting me. He lives in me. His promises He gives to me. Panic attacks are real, but still my heart they never will. Know God's will, I'm standing still. Feel His presence, know it fills every part of me. He's a conqueror. He told me don't quit. There's no blocking ya. When trials come, I'll rock for ya. I finally found this peace. I'm making it. I'm chasing it. It's here with me. I'm embracing it. Anytime it leaves, I'm taking it. Proclaim my story to the nations. Patience, all I'm facing. Life's amazing. Keep on racing. Don't give up. God is waiting.
Do you know what it's like to live like this? No, you don't. No, you don't. When everything is screaming, get me out of this. Do you know what it's like to live like this? Well, if you do, then I'm with you. You.
I'm sitting here, life is stressing me. These thoughts wanna mess with me. I'm scared of my destiny. I close my eyes trying to find peace, hoping I can tell myself I can make it. But I can't take it, can't take it. Wait, I'm okay, I'm okay, I'm okay. Yeah. It's all in my head, I'm okay, I'm okay. No, I'm not okay, no, I'm not okay. These thoughts won't stop. Chest pains, they exceed me. Heartbeat, take it easy. Losing breath, I see me dying. Jesus, don't leave me. Looking around, trying to catch my breath. Scared this moment will cause my death. My vision's blurry, these hands are shaking, thoughts won't rest. Have trouble breathing, now I'm pacing back and forth for air. Run to the phone, call 911, my hands are shaking, I'm too scared. My throat is closing now, I can't swallow now. Keep breathing, don't stop, keep breathing, don't stop. Inhale, then exhale, take it slow, you got this locked. Don't let this overcome you, close your eyes, the panic will stop.
Do you know what it's like to live like this? When everything is screaming, get me out of this. Do you know what it's like to live like this? Well, if you do, then I'm waiting.
I'm gonna have to restart stream and give a delay.
Maybe some
Maybe we don't do a delay and we heal them.
if I could live one day without these thoughts, then I'd be fine. Sitting in traffic scares me. Flying along in a plane scares me. The thought of never escaping. It's like you can't prepare me. I feel like I'm barely making it. Living this life with fear, no breaks in it. Put all my days in it. Put all my shame in it. I'm tired of living this way and dreading.
Let's go. Imagine you were gonna die in 15 seconds. Oh boy. Here we go. Here we go. Hopefully nothing was really weird. Alright, I'm gonna restart stream.